2026, and it's day one of the new world, the one where love is our base, understanding and caring and growing. It's time to shift your internal to a more positive state. Find the basics of humanity and the universe. And what's coming to mind is first, do no harm to yourself or others. And I felt this message coming on for months now. And here we go. There's a whole generation out there who's been brought up on this internet, these electronics, and this fast-paced, not giving deep thought to things, just reactionary. Go, 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 go. Think you gotta get ahead by beating somebody else down or doing something more, being more extravagant. And looking at us people who've been around a few years like there's something wrong with us because we're calm and peaceful and loving and want the best for everyone, not just themselves. When you can get out of your own head long enough to see how your actions affect another person, place, or thing. It's called awakening. And it starts with you, inside you, recognizing who you really are and what you have to offer. Because it's not about what you grab and get, it's about what you offer and give. You wanted to see my ostrich feathers. And my star wand, Nova Starfighter, is the name I chose for myself. Gypsy Siren Treasures was the business I chose to put into play in the world, not knowing as soon as you start to flap your wings, somebody's gonna shoot you with something. Energy, malice, evil words, lies. And so many people don't realize is all of that energy output is a vortex within you and your area and your body. You're the tornado that you caused in your life. All that energy spins around you. You're throwing, slinging, doing whatever you're doing. It goes out for a while. Some of you, it's gone out for 20 plus years. But when all that builds up and it comes back, don't blame anybody but yourself. Because that's what you put out. Ooh, my heart's beating on this one. Thank you, ancestors. This is coming out. I've been chasing love my whole life. Pure love, true love, honest love. Love that gives till it hurts. And when the pain gets too much from the person draining you and not giving back, you know, it's time to cut ties and go within and see what it is that allowed you to be taken such advantage of by people in your purest form. And start putting boundaries up and changing a few things. God knows I've tried to teach people in different ways, in calm ways, in kind ways. And I think of the people I worked with and how they chose to treat other people's children that came to work with them poorly. I refuse to do that. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's husband. That's somebody's wife. I'm not perfect. I did make mistakes. I let myself get emotionally drawn into a lot of people that shouldn't have had my affection or emotion. I take that responsibility. Then I let myself get too weak at times, trying to give of myself and let somebody recognize it. Can anybody recognize true love or genuine love given to them? That's the biggest revelation I've had in the last few weeks. They can't even recognize it. They've been so false most of their lives that everything's just been so fake and made up in their worlds. It's sad, very sad. The fake world stage. Never wanted any part of it. You know? I've always retreated to nature, with animals, birds, squirrels, whatever. Raccoon here lately. Just saved a raccoon, I hope. I got him in a cage to get medical care because it looked like something was wrong with its eyes. Because it was stumbling around, bumping into things like it couldn't see. It was tripping over the curb. Come on. So it dawned on me as I'm worried and I'm making calls that, oh, I've seen them. They put seals in cages like we use for the dogs. I have one of those. I can get the raccoon to get in the cage and get somebody to come pick it up. And it was a good feeling, thinking I would possibly help this little creature get to medical care and then be released back with full eyesight or full health. Random acts of kindness is something I taught my son to do. Even if we didn't have much, we did random acts of kindness for people. It's fun to surprise people with gifts of care. I shared food with neighbors at the holidays, baking, cooking. And then you find out other people do nefarious things with the food they share with others. Never even crossed my mind. That's why it's so important to bless your food with positive words and affirmations in case somebody's trying to hurt you. You've canceled out that evil energy that was put into it. Nourishment, blessing, kindness, all of it matters on all aspects of emotions that people don't want to feel. You have to feel it. You've got to leak the face, as the post I just put up of the Grinch. I'm feeling and my leaking. Can you imagine feeling for the first time in your life something positive and good and actually crying over it? These are things people need to master as you work through forgiving yourself, first of all. Because right now you're looking in the mirror and going, how the hell did I get here? Whoa. And then all these things start flashing back to you. Situations you put yourself in, and how you chose to work yourself out of those situations. Was it with integrity and morals, kindness and loving? Or did you decide, this person looks like an easy mark, let's see what we can do to them and get out of them, or try and steal their destiny of some kind in some way or another. And the universe comes down on people like that very hard. Especially to those who attack the innocent, the pure heart, the ones of golden era expansion. And I'm going to do a series of these videos, and when the internet comes back on, I'm going to place them up. This will be Day 1, Volume 1. As I get clearance to give these messages from higher realms, I'll obey. So now you know. It starts with you, and looking at what you've done, and whether or not that was good, bad, or indifferent. That's the first step. I'm going to leave it here and let you mull on that for a while, because what it's going to do is it's going to trigger a lot of memories, and those are going to cause feelings. And you have to take responsibility for those feelings for yourself. Nobody else. The projecting of your wrongdoings on others stops now. And it's been very hard to tell those that I love these things and these boundaries and these reasons. I did it out of love. I still believed in family that I was born into, and taking care of each other, and understanding that we all have ebb and flow, high and low weaknesses. But there reaches a point where you have to cut all ties with every single person in your life and start your first chapter, Day 1, for yourself. Where do you go from here? How are you going to change those aspects of who you are that might not be too desirable to other people? Let's just put it that way. mistakes, and the only reason I can speak about it now is because I've forgiven myself for allowing things to happen to me, for allowing things that I reacted to. But I've always just tried to tell my story to help another person who might recognize that going on in their life and wake up to it. Strange things you can't explain that other people do. And this last decade of my life has been major growth. Yes, a decade ago, well, it's 12 years ago, I just had to walk away, stop everything that was going on that was not working for me, the job that was torturing my soul because of the abuse for a frickin' paycheck that barely paid the bills. Wasn't worth my soul for. So I chose myself and my son, and I moved on to a new horizon. And that's what a lot of people are facing right now. Everything you thought was what you were supposed to want and go after is changing. The whole world is changing. And we are all responsible for our own energy output in this world of energy. I hope this triggers you going through my social media and seeing my journey. I put it out there. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes. I said things. I felt things. Maybe it wasn't true for that person on the other side of what I was going through because they weren't having the same perspective. But hindsight's a beautiful thing. And to finding out some of your own blood relatives could be so, well, they're narcissists, period. They're narcissists, that's it. I'm not going to talk about them. That's what I got over, that's what I healed from, and that's why I'm helping others, because you're waking up to all this going on in your life. So from here on out, look yourself in the mirror and talk nice. Be nice to yourself. Fake it until you really feel it for yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Because you are the best thing that ever happened to you. If you let it happen. Sweet dreams. A lot of messages come to you in your dreams as well. Pay attention. Write them down if you can. If not, set the attention. You want to remember them and use them when they're needed. Because there's a lot of ideas out there. When you're in a perfect space and you wake up and you've been calm for years, you understand your situation and you can recall your dreams, it's pretty much a miracle. I've gotten premonitions in my dream my whole life, and I know they will resurface when they need to resurface to guide me. That's what I said. Some things I remember right away, some things were warnings at the moment, other things were futuristic. Most of my dreams since I was a child have been futuristic to this day and age and possibility for all humans. Believe me or don't believe me, but I've got my journey. I've got more than 2,000 posts on Facebook alone, and they put my numbers up. We started there. We tried live TikTok. watched other people's content. It's turned into QVC. I don't want to go shopping anymore. It's not satisfying. I want to go out in nature. I want to take a walk on the beach. I want to hug a tree or lean on one in the sun and read a book. I just got a new book and I'm very happy about it. And I'm gonna upgrade what I know about herbs and healing naturally. There's, 6 generations in here. 6 generations. Did I mean to say that? I guess that's who's backing me, at least 6 generations. But I have 6 decades of days. From the 60s on up. And a lot more things used to be out in the open and obvious for it. So Herbal Magic. A handbook of natural spells, charms, and potions. Words are spells. And right now I'm trying to spell it out for you. Use them wisely. Use your thoughts wisely. Speak kind to yourself. Charms to me are jewelry comes to mind. That's what charms me. That's what makes me happy. That's what I've been collecting my whole life, which is why I called myself Gypsy. Because at 3 years old, I was dressed up as a gypsy with all the jewelry and all the makeup, and it's stuck. It's stuck. That must have, my mom went all out. A scarf on the head and everything. Her little gypsy doll. I love that picture. I don't even know where it is. But it's in my mind, and that's all that matters. Because it's who I built myself around. Internal happiness. Keep that childlike joy going as long as I could. I lost it a few times, a few years. There's a lot of decades to go through. Did some self-harm. Didn't care about other people at times because I would have never messed with a married man had I cared about the situation it was part of. No matter what empathy they can pull out of you with their sadness and their manipulation. When people are hurting and they tell their story to others and you're in your pain and things you don't have control of or you are broken in, you're going to make mistakes. I have. I own everything I've done. It was the norm, right? Was it the norm to just do whatever you want to do and make yourself happy? That's the thing you gotta learn to stop doing. Not whatever. Whatever's best for all concerned. I'm going to pull a crystal card. These have been helping me a lot. Basically, it's a positive affirmation guided with learning about stones and their energy properties, as well as energies and who they might be attached to in the past of history, and true acknowledgement of our real lineage. Okay? That saying as a kid I heard was, we come from the earth. We need to treat the earth with respect and return to the earth to help her grow and move on. And that's the physical body of you on the physical plane. The spirit body goes back up to the higher realms. We're spirits in an avatar. Great movie. You forgot that part. It's who you are inside, not the outside shell. That's judgment and superficial thoughts. And that's why if you find yourself in a room full of people from other universes, you're going to have respect and integrity for them, no matter what they look like. This is the best part about Star Wars. The, ooh, cool, and all their different vocabularies. The way it's portrayed in Men in Black. Everybody's just got a job to do. No matter what they look like, who they are, where they're going. Your place in the universe matters. My favorite line from Men in Black is, Elvis didn't die, he just went home. Men in Black said it. He just went home. Do we know what that means now? I love all the Henson movies. Guess we're doing 2. Ooh, that one's pretty too. 3. I need 3 today, apparently. Heavenly Mercy. Number 18, Angel Uzael and Smoky Quartz. Crystal Angel 444. Then it was a cross from Ascended Master Kafumi and Moss Agate. Number 26, Sacred Ecosystem, Crystal Masters 333. I've been posting pictures of these and what has been in the book. That will be happening today as well. And when they come up online, they come up online. Number 38, Goddess Lakshmi, Dendritic agate. Wow. Dendritic agate. Her Golden Grace, Crystal Goddess 888. I think these 3 are very appropriate for what I've been talking about, and I will be posting their definitions from this book with this video. Peace out, love one another, and love yourself the best as you can. It's a nice long road.